Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. I'm coming around. Hi guys. Okay, I wanted to talk to you guys today about shipping. I've had a lot of questions about shipping, and I've had people even say that they weren't good. They didn't feel comfortable doing eBay because they didn't understand shipping. Okay, so I'm going to explain the different ways to ship. This is the other thing. When you go to list a product, you're going to get to a section, and there's a little bar there where it says calculated shipping. Go to the calculated shipping, hit that, and then a thing's going to come up, like a little screen will come up, and whatever package you're using, whether you're using a box, you're using a poly mailer, which we're going to go through all this. Get a scale, super important. Scales are cheap, 20, 25, 30 bucks. You can get a scale, maybe even cheaper. Weigh that, put your weight in that little graph that they have for you, and then just get a tape measure. Have a tape measure always sitting next to you when you're doing your shipping, and simply measure that up really quick. Pretty soon you're going to be so good at this that you're not going to have to weigh that much stuff anymore, okay? All right, but let's go through the different ways to ship. Okay, first class. Okay, you can use and I'm going to talk about if you're shipping clothing, okay? That's what I'm talking about right now. But if I teach you this, you'll be able to then take this information to anything else. If you want to ship mugs, or if you want to ship action figures, or whatever else. So for today, I'm going to be talking about shipping clothing. Okay. In clothing, most of the time you use different types of poly mailers. So you can ship first class up to 16 ounces. And when you do that, you're only going to pay between, I really haven't shipped anything for $1, but let's say $1 up to about, I don't know, $4. So it's pretty cheap to always ship first class up to 16 ounces. You're going to pay them between $1 to $4, okay? Maybe $5. But I've always done $1 to $4 because that's about what it is, up to 16 ounces. Maybe even $4.50. But you guys get the point. Okay, so this is a poly mailer. I got these poly mailers on eBay. I don't have, if I can look and find out where, I know I have it written down somewhere, or I have it saved. I'll try to put that information below so you guys can go get these poly mailers. But I do mostly women's clothes. Even the men get this. They're probably like, thanks. But anyway, if it's 16 ounces or below, I go ahead and I ship it in one of these poly mailers. Now, I get the largest one, because then this way, no matter what size of clothing that I'm shipping, it usually will fit in here. So if it's smaller, then I can simply just fold it up. Bam. Like I've even folded it up about that small and ship something. Like it's a little tank or a little blouse or whatever. Okay? So now you guys understand that. So you need poly mailers if you're going to ship 16 ounces and under. Okay? There you go. Okay. Padded flat rate. Okay, if something is over a pound, for example, jeans. If you're selling a pair of jeans, unless it's a kid's pair of jeans, but if you're selling an adult pair of jeans or even somebody in high school pair of jeans, those are always over a pound, okay? You can fit them, believe it or not, into one of these. I know it seems crazy that it would fit into this. This is a priority padded flat rate. When you ship in here, whatever you can fit in here ships for $6.10, okay? So I have shipped a ton of jeans in this. You just fold those right up and they fit right into this. Again, it's a padded flat rate. Okay? You can get these for free. You can go on USPS online and just order them. And they're free, you guys. And they deliver them to your house. Now, if you need to, you can go to your post office to get a few of them until yours come in. Also, you can also, if you have like in your grocery stores, like they're not really USPS real postal boxes. They're kind of like the fake ones, and they actually would charge you more if you were to go ship things there. But you can ask them for just a couple of them. Say, oh, I need to mail some stuff off, and just ask them for a couple of these padded envelopes until yours come in. Okay, so again, this is called padded flat rate. If it's over a pound, it ships for $6.10. I now can ship for $5.80 because I'm a top-rated seller, and there's one other thing. Anyway, I'm a top-rated seller, so once you've reached that level, which means doing the right thing by your customers, which is shipping out on time, having a 30-day return, Shipping out on time, like 1 day handling time, making sure you ship it out 1 day with a 1 day handling time. Like if you they order it today, you've got to get it out by tomorrow. You'll take returns up to 30 days. And there's one more thing. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute, people. Anyway, fits in here, fits for $6.10. And you automatically know you don't need to weigh your jeans anymore. Just know it ships for $6.10. There we go. Okay, next one. Priority 1 to 3 days. Okay, here's a priority mailer right here. Okay, one more thing, let me back up one step also. You can also ship things in this. This is a cardboard one, and this is a priority flat rate too, just like this one. It's the same as this one, except it's not padded. It's a cardboard one, and this one's a little bit cheaper to ship. Jeans don't fit in here, but other things can fit in here, and it's a little bit cheaper to ship in this one, I believe. So you're still looking around $6, but you might be looking at like $5 something. And you can always put this in your calculated shipping. You can figure that out. So, but this is another choice. Okay, I don't use these too much for my clothing. I just usually use this. It's my main thing. This, or I use the poly mailer when it's under 16 ounces. Okay, now, you can ship things priority. If something isn't going to, okay, here we go. If something's not going to fit in here over a pound for the $6.10, you can ship priority. Now, you can ship priority or you can ship FedEx Smart Post. Let me discuss the FedEx Smart Post first. You get, well, with all of this, you always get eBay's discount. Okay, so always go through eBay to do your shipping. Always go ahead and print off your label and all of that through eBay, because when you do that, you get a major discount, way more of a discount than if you just go and mail your stuff off at the post office. Okay, so they have a thing called FedEx Smart Post, and what it is eBay has teamed up with FedEx and the U.S. Postal Service, and you'll get a special rate with eBay because you're shipping through them. And what it is you first send it off and you'll drop it off at a FedEx office or someplace that FedEx picks up from there. I go to Office Depot, and everyone goes there. USPS picks up from there, USPS, and also FedEx. So I drop all my stuff off there. I've already printed out my labels, and since I print out my labels in advance, I get the eBay discounts. Okay, and so that way everything's already done. All my labels are already on. I've already packaged everything up. I just go drop it off at my Office Depot. Okay, so but how FedEx works is you drop it off at FedEx, or whoever picks up. The FedEx picks it up. They go so far with it, and then USPS finishes it up. I don't know how that all came about, but it did, and it's called FedEx Smart Post. It's probably the cheapest way. That when you can't fit it into this padded flat rate and it's over $1, it's the cheapest way to go. And you can just put that in a regular old box. Okay. Again, though, you still need to go ahead and weigh it and do the measurements and put that in, and it'll give you a price. But like something that used to cost me $8.75 to ship, which was my WWF Men. They'd be in a box about this big. Okay. It used to cost me about, if I was going to ship from here to New York, it would cost, that's just the largest amount of shipping. It cost me $11. Now I'm paying like $6 or $7. So it's really, really a lot cheaper to ship that way. So remember FedEx Smart Post. Now, but that does take, don't quote me, but it's like 6 to 8 days or 7, I think it's 7 to 8 days. So it takes a little longer to ship that. Make sure that you send that it goes out FedEx. Don't go try to send that through USPS. Make sure it's FedEx, because if not, USPS will accept it, but then they drop it off to FedEx, and then FedEx drops it back off to USPS, and then your customer is getting really held up with getting their product. So, you can ship priority. Okay, that's the next one after FedEx Smart Post. Like, suppose somebody wants it faster. or you just want to be able to get your products out faster, you can go priority, 1 to 3 days. Okay, you can ship that in a if it fits, you can ship that into one of these, which you can get at the post office, and you can order them. Okay, just a priority mailer, or you can put it in a priority box, which I don't have the priority boxes with me. Or you can put it in a priority box. Now, a lot of times it's going to be more expensive to do that than it is to ship it FedEx SmartPost. So a lot of times I don't use these. I just ship it FedEx SmartPost unless it's something that I want. I really want to make sure I get it to if I want to get it to the customer in 1 to 3 days, or unless they request it. Okay. Okay. Now this is another choice. There's a thing called regional A boxes. I haven't used them yet, but I've ordered them and I have them and I understand what it means. You can ship things in regional A boxes or regional B. I thought that meant that you could only ship in your region. Now, I live in Las Vegas. I can use regional boxes and ship it to New York. Doesn't make a difference. Okay? So regional doesn't mean only in your region. But what it does mean, if you want to do a regional A box, which this is right here, okay? And it says regional. You can't probably see it in the camera, but it says regional A box right here. This is the size of the regional A boxes. The rules to use these boxes is, it needs to at least be 2 pounds, because they're going to charge you for 2 pounds. Even if you put a pound in here, they're going to charge you for 2 pounds. Okay, so it's 2 pounds up to 15 pounds. So whatever fits in here. It doesn't matter about the measurements. You don't have to measure anything. Okay, on this. It ships, oh, that's not true. That is not true. Sorry, you do need to measure it. Okay, so it has to at least be 2 pounds, but it can be up to 15 pounds. And you do still have to measure it, okay? And then they'll tell you what your calculated shipping is. I've heard that these can be very good, especially if it's not too far away. These regional A boxes can be really good. So, even though, like I said, you can use them and ship to New York if I live in Las Vegas. But if you only have to ship to California or Arizona, the shorter that you ship, the cheaper shipping is, period. So just check your shipping out if it's 2 pounds and see what your price is this way too. Okay. Again, though, you could still do FedEx SmartPost. But whenever you use these priorities, your time is like 1 to 3 days. So that's also the benefit of using these. Okay, I don't have the box with me because for some reason I didn't get them. I got 2 sets of regional A boxes. I don't know. I should have got some regional Bs. I think they messed up. So, regional B boxes, they're probably just a little bit bigger than these ones. You ship up to 4 pounds. And so you need to have something that weighs 4 pounds. They're going to charge you for 4 pounds regardless. It ships up to 4 pounds to 20 pounds. And then, of course, you know, you will go ahead and do your measurements. Put that in the little information before you're going to print your label out, and it'll tell you how much it's going to be. And what you guys are saying is sometimes you're like, well, I'm trying to explain. I want to explain something to you. When you are listing your item, like I said, you go down and you'll see like calculated shipping. You can click on that, and then you can go ahead and do your measurements and do your weighing so you know how much it's going to cost. If you want to do same cost to all buyers. And that's what I always do. I always check the same cost to all buyers for shipping. So I pre-figure out the shipping. I also take the shipping and include it in my price. People like to not have to figure out how much the shipping is going to be and drop down boxes. I just have the same shipping for everybody, okay? And you can do that with clicking on that bar where it says calculated shipping. Because what they do is they calculate it from like wherever your zip code is to the furthest away, like New York, okay? So then you'll know. So it may be, the shipping may be a little bit cheaper when you actually print out your label. But they're going to calculate it from here, what it will cost you the absolute most, which is New York, okay? So you have that range, so you're safe. And that's when you click that little bar for calculated shipping when you're going ahead and you're doing your listing. And when you do your listing, if you haven't done this before, you'll understand when you get there. And then I always click the free shipping box. Now, there's something else I do. When I'm doing my listing, there's the title, and then a couple lines below, it'll have, like, you can put your own private like your own private little coding number. I forgot exactly what they say for it. I might be able to look it up right now. But you can put your own private little code for that product. And so what I do is I always put SH in there, and I always put when I figured out what the calculated shipping is, like if it's $365, I put $365 in there. So when somebody makes an offer to me, and because I include free shipping in mine, I don't always remember exactly what the shipping was. I can go back to my listing and I can go, oh yeah, it's $365. And then I can see if it's going to make sense for me to go ahead and take the offer that they made me. Also, in that same little bar, I write the price. Now, in your listing, people can't see this in your listing. Only you can see this when you go back to your listing. I put $365, let's say, for the shipping, and then if I only paid $1 for that item, I put 1.00. So I know that $365 is the shipping, and that $1 right there is what I paid for the item. So I hide everything in the listing, which the customer doesn't see that part anyway. But I hide everything in the listing so that I can make my deals. I know what my shipping is, and I know what I paid for it. So then so when I get an offer, like let's suppose the jeans are like $16. The first thing I do is, and you guys get a pencil, write this down. The first thing I do is if someone says, let's suppose I want $20 for these jeans, and they want to offer me $16. First, I multiply it by times 0.13, which is 13%. That's eBay's fees. I get that number. Then so I got the eBay fees out of the way. The next thing I do is I go and look in the listing of what I charge for shipping, because I do free shipping. If you don't do shipping, you can skip this part. Suppose it's $365. Now I subtract $365 off of there. Then I go and I look and say, okay, I paid $1 for that item. I subtract that off of there. And then that's left me with my profit, and I decide if that's the profit I'm willing to make on that item or not. So that's my process of how I do it, and it really works out for me. So let me just see if there's anything else here. I have some notes, of course, because I wanted to make sure I got this shipping all right. Yeah, I think that is it. But I wanted to get this video out because I've had so many people asking me questions about this shipping. And you guys, don't let shipping be the reason you don't do eBay. Because I've heard people say that they would do eBay, but they're afraid of shipping. You guys, it's not rocket science. It's just shipping. It really is. It's no big deal. I think hopefully the things I told you guys will help you and help you not to be afraid of shipping and make that not be the reason you don't do eBay. Okay? And doing eBay is not hard, you guys. You're just buying and selling crap. That's it. And you're shipping some stuff off. That's really what it comes down to. So it's really not hard. So don't let any of these little things like shipping deter you from doing that, because eBay can make you nice money. You can make a living off of it. You can make an incredible business out of it. You can just make an extra $500 a month to pay your car payment, or an extra $1,000 a month to make your house payment. So it can bring you a lot. I mean, it can just bring you so much to you. So just don't be afraid of shipping. Don't let any reason be a reason that you don't do eBay. Okay? And I think that's it. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you have any questions, you guys, still on shipping, just leave the questions below, and I'll answer your questions. Or if you have any comments, leave those below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. You guys can follow me I am on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm My Fairy Treasures. I'm doing a lot of content on there. I'm doing some little small videos. I post a lot of different pictures of like things I find in stores. I have some inspirational quotes on there. It's a really cool little thing. So come join me on that. I'll leave the link below. Also, so join me on Instagram. Of course, I'll join you back. And then come join me on Snapchat. If you don't have Snapchat, get Snapchat, you guys. It's really awesome because it allows you to do like, I think it's like 1 or 2 minute little videos. So it's kind of like YouTube, but you can just snap a quick video on whatever. So I'll be doing a lot of quick little videos on different things about eBay. You know, if I have a thought, something comes up to me, something I think that, you know, some information I think would be vital, that would be really good information to get out there, some good content, I'll make a quick 2-minute video. So join me on Snapchat. If you don't have Snapchat, get Snapchat. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye!